Hello, my dear listener. Today, I want to share something that resonates with everyone at some point in their life. There's something we all do, even if we don't speak it aloud. We hide our pain. Whether it's the ache of a broken heart, the disappointment after a failure, or a deep sadness that words can't capture, we bury it. Yet, every morning, we wake up, look in the mirror, and force a smile before stepping into the world. It's almost like putting on an invisible mask that says, "I'm fine," even when we feel anything but. Some may say that hiding pain is a sign of weakness, that it's an unwillingness to face the truth. But sometimes, hiding our pain is actually a testament to our strength. It's not about pretending it doesn't exist. It's about choosing to move forward, even when it feels unbearable. It's about protecting your heart and quietly healing from within. In this video, we'll explore how to hide your pain in a healthy way, not to run from it, but to manage it, heal at your own pace, and continue living with hope. Stay with me until the end, because each step of the journey might reveal a powerful strength you didn't know was inside you. Before you can learn how to conceal your pain from the outside world, you first need to understand it. Too often, people skip this crucial step, thinking it's easier to push the pain away, stay busy, or pretend it doesn't exist. But the truth is, pain doesn't vanish when ignored. It lingers in your heart, waiting for a moment to resurface, sometimes in ways you least expect. Imagine waking up one morning with a heavy feeling in your chest. Your first instinct might be to brush it off, "I'm just tired," or "I didn't sleep well." But what if, instead of pushing that feeling away, you took a moment, took a deep breath, and asked yourself, "Why do I feel this way?" It may seem simple, but that small question can unlock deeper insights into what's really happening inside you. Perhaps your pain comes from a broken relationship, the absence of someone you loved deeply, whose memory still lingers like a shadow. Or maybe trust was shattered, and a wound remains raw, no matter how much you try to bury it. Sometimes, the source of pain is harder to define. It could stem from unmet expectations, dreams that seem out of reach, or a feeling that something vital is missing, but you can't quite put your finger on it. These emotions can accumulate over time, quietly building up until one day, the weight of it all is too much to ignore. Understanding your pain is like turning on a light in a dark room. At first, you may see things you'd rather not face, memories, regrets, or truths about yourself and others that sting. But that light also brings clarity. What once felt overwhelming and shapeless can now be seen, named, and managed. You may realize that your sadness isn't endless. It's tied to a specific event, person, or loss. Or maybe you'll discover that your anger is just fear hiding beneath the surface. When you face your pain, you begin to take back your power. It's important to remember, though, that understanding your pain doesn't make it disappear right away. Heartbreak, disappointment, and loneliness don't vanish the moment you face them. But what happens is just as important. The pain becomes less intimidating. When pain is kept in the dark, it feels larger and scarier than it really is. But when you bring it into the light, it becomes something tangible, something you can hold, understand, and eventually learn to live with. It stops controlling you from the shadows and becomes something you can choose how to respond to. Pain wants to be acknowledged. It exists because something inside you has been hurt. It's your mind and heart's way of asking for attention. When you can name your pain, whether it's sadness, disappointment, or loneliness, you begin to separate who you are from what you feel. You are not your pain. You are not your pain. You are a human being experiencing pain. That subtle shift in language holds power, because while pain is real, deep, and at times overwhelming, it is also temporary. Emotions rise and fall, but your true self remains constant beneath them all. When you begin to understand your pain, not just feel it, but really see it, you start to reclaim control. No longer do you need to run from it or bury it in fear. Instead, you learn to carry it wisely. You learn to protect it with compassion and give yourself the time and space to heal. So when someone asks, "How are you?" you might choose to smile and say, "I'm okay." And that's all right, because deep inside, you know the truth. You've already done the hardest part. You've looked pain in the eye, recognized its source, and chosen to live with it, rather than let it rule you. This is where quiet strength begins. Once you understand your pain, the next step is to protect your heart. Think of your heart as a sacred chamber within a great fortress, a place where your dreams, memories, love, and resilience live. But the wall you build around this room isn't made of stone or steel. It's built with self-control, self-respect, and hard-earned wisdom. Self-control is the foundation. When someone says something cruel, and it stings, you don't let their words pierce your core. Instead, you breathe, pause, and remind yourself, their words don't define me. This mental wall shields your heart from being wounded by every careless opinion. Self-respect is the wall's strongest pillar. It reminds you of your worth, regardless of what others think or say. Even on your worst days, you matter. And when life disappoints you, this self-respect keeps you standing, when everything else tries to knock you down. Wisdom is the gatekeeper. It teaches you discernment, who to trust and who to keep at a distance. Not everyone deserves access to your vulnerability. Some will misunderstand or misuse it. Wisdom helps you protect your inner world without becoming cold or closed off. It allows you to stay kind and open, while choosing carefully who you let close. Understand, building an inner wall doesn't mean becoming emotionless. Your emotions still live inside. They breathe, they ache, they long. But this boundary gives you control over what you share, and what you keep sacred. You can still show love. You can still smile and laugh. But the most fragile parts of you stay protected until they're ready. Think of your wall as a quiet sanctuary. It holds space for healing. It gives you time to breathe, think, and process. And over time, it becomes a part of you, not a cage, but a silent support. When pain rises again, as it sometimes will, you can lean on this wall. Let it steady you. Let it give you strength until you regain your balance. And when the time comes, you can open a door in that wall for the people who have earned your trust. Because while your pain doesn't belong to everyone, it may soften faster in the company of those who truly care. This wall isn't about hiding. It's about healing. It keeps your soul safe, so you can rise again, with strength, with clarity, with grace. People can often sense your pain without you saying a word. It shows in your eyes, your posture, your voice. That's why learning to manage your outward expression becomes so important. Not to deceive, but to protect. When emotions swell inside you, start with the basics. Breathe. Take a slow, full breath. Feel it calm your chest and relax your shoulders. This moment of stillness helps quiet the chaos within. Then, focus on your voice. Pain often slips out through tone, shaky, sharp, tense. Slow your words. Soften your tone. Let calmness wrap around your sentences like armor. A steady voice becomes your invisible strength when emotions threaten to overflow. Now, consider your face. Your eyes and mouth often reveal the truth you're trying to hold in. Practice keeping a gentle, natural smile, not forced, just enough to soften your expression. This quiet mask doesn't mean you're faking it. It means you're choosing when and how to share your truth. Try standing in front of a mirror. Observe yourself. Notice the subtle changes in your expression during moments of calm and tension. Train yourself to adopt a look that feels grounded, real, yet protected. Understand this clearly. Controlling your expression doesn't mean ignoring your pain. It means choosing how much of it to show, and when. There will be moments when you can't hold it in, and that's okay. But most days, this skill allows you to carry yourself with dignity and composure. Not every battle needs to be visible. Some are yours alone. And it's your right to keep them that way until you're ready, or until you decide never to share them at all. Over time, this ability to maintain composure becomes less about hiding pain and more about showing strength. It's a daily decision, to walk through life with quiet resilience, even when your heart quietly aches. Because true strength isn't loud. It doesn't always roar. Sometimes, it simply looks like a calm smile, a steady voice, and the courage to keep moving forward, one silent breath at a time. And in this choice, there is a rare kind of courage, one that the world may never notice, but you will always feel within. Hiding your pain doesn't mean locking it away forever, never to be seen or felt. Even the strongest hearts need moments of release, to speak, to be heard, to be gently comforted. But sharing your pain requires care, because not everyone is ready to handle it with kindness. Some may misunderstand. Others might, even without meaning to, minimize what you're feeling, or worse, use your vulnerability against you later. That's why choosing who to trust with your most fragile emotions is one of the most important decisions you'll make. Sharing your pain is not weakness, it is being human. We're wired for connection, even if we pretend we aren't. Sometimes, just speaking your pain aloud takes away some of its weight. But before you open your heart, always ask, who is safe enough to hear this? Most often, it won't be a crowd. It will be one or two deeply trusted people, a close friend who has stood by you, a family member who understands your soul, or a trained therapist who knows how to listen without judgment or agenda. These people don't rush you, don't try to fix you. They sit beside your pain, allowing you to breathe, to cry, to speak freely. They hold your truth gently, like a sacred secret. With them, your pain softens. In silence, it grew heavy, but in safe conversation, it becomes lighter, more bearable. Still, sharing is a delicate act. Once your words are spoken, they can't be taken back. Some people may offer cold advice, mock your feelings, or twist your vulnerability in moments of anger. That's why your pain is not for everyone. It's a gift, not a burden, and should only be shared with those who will honor it. Remember this, the world does not need to see your scars to respect your strength. You can show a calm face, speak in steady tones, and walk confidently through life, while keeping your deepest wounds safe from those who wouldn't understand. This balance, between quiet privacy and intentional sharing, lets you protect your heart while still letting it breathe. It reminds you that even if you hide your pain from many, you are never truly alone. The people you trust become small lights in your darkness, reminding you of hope and helping you heal. And that gentle support? It gives you the strength to keep your pain private, not out of fear, but out of deep respect for your own healing journey. When pain is held too tightly, too silently, for too long, it grows. It starts as a quiet ache but can grow into something overwhelming, draining your energy, your clarity, and your peace. Even if you've mastered the art of hiding it, your pain still lives within you, and it needs somewhere to go. This is why finding a safe outlet is essential. Not to share your pain with the world, but to release it in a way that protects both you and those around you. A safe outlet is personal. It's not about performance or attention. It's about expression, raw, honest, and just for you. For many, that outlet is writing. In the stillness of the night or the calm of the morning, a journal becomes a sanctuary. You can pour out every thought, every fear, every memory. The page won't judge. And when you close the journal, it feels as though a piece of the pain has been lifted, set gently aside. Others may turn to art, drawing, painting, sketching. Not for beauty, not for praise, but for truth. The lines and colors become a voice for what you can't say. And when you look at what you've created, you'll see a reflection of your pain that you can now see, understand, and hold with compassion. Music is another outlet. Whether you play an instrument, sing in a whisper, or listen to songs that echo your emotions, music lets your pain move. It becomes sound instead of silence. And sometimes, that's all you need, to know that what hurts inside has found its rhythm. What matters most is that this outlet belongs only to you. No applause. No judgment. No need to explain. This is your quiet space. A place where your pain and your spirit can speak freely to each other. Having an outlet won't make the pain vanish, but it will keep it from growing too loud, too heavy, too controlling. It gives you space to breathe, to process, to feel lighter. And slowly, over time, you may find moments of peace tucked within these quiet acts of release. In this process, you protect yourself, and those around you. Your pain is still yours. But now, it's something you manage, not something that silently manages you. And that's the true gift of a safe outlet. It allows your heart to ache privately, while still letting your smile reach the world. Chapter 6. Transform pain into power. One of the greatest acts of strength is turning pain into power. At first, this may seem impossible. Pain often feels like a weight, something that holds you down every time you try to rise. But within that pain lies energy. And when you guide that energy with patience, awareness, and determination, it becomes fuel. Fuel for growth. Fuel for resilience. Fuel for change. Think back to a time when someone doubted you. When they told you that you weren't good enough, smart enough, strong enough. That hurt may have left a wound, but in that wound is a choice. Let it define you, or let it drive you. You can take that pain and turn it into a quiet promise. I will prove them wrong, not out of spite, but out of self-respect. And as you rise, each step forward becomes a victory over the pain that once tried to stop you. The same is true for failure. When you fall short, when life disappoints you, it can feel like the world is collapsing around you. But within that collapse is an opportunity to rebuild, wiser and stronger than before. Pain teaches you what matters. It sharpens your focus. It humbles and hardens you in equal measure. And when you decide not to run from it but to learn from it, pain transforms. It no longer holds you back, it pushes you forward. Your story becomes your strength. Your struggle becomes your foundation. And in time, the very pain that once broke you becomes the reason you shine. This is the quiet revolution inside your soul. Not to erase the pain, but to rise because of it. Maybe you gave it everything, and still, it wasn't enough. You feel embarrassed, defeated, maybe even afraid to try again. But failure, when viewed through the right lens, is not the end. It's a teacher. Instead of running from it, ask, what can this pain teach me? How can I use this experience to become stronger? Each time you rise after a fall, you build a quiet kind of strength. Over time, that strength becomes a part of who you are, not just someone who hides pain well, but someone who grows from it. Many people you admire today, those who seem unshakable, have walked through pain you'll never see. They've been betrayed, broken, doubted. But instead of letting it destroy them, they let it sharpen them. Pain became their reason to wake up early, work harder, and keep moving when nobody believed in them. It gave them focus, clarity, and purpose. But remember, pain is not power on its own. Uncontrolled, it can lead to bitterness, resentment, or despair. But when you respond with discipline, wisdom, and purpose, pain becomes fuel. Pain is like fire. Left wild, it burns everything. But controlled, it becomes warmth, light that guides your path. You won't always feel strong. There will be days when the pain is heavier than your will. But remind yourself, my pain does not define me. My response does. Every step you take to turn pain into something useful builds power. Quiet, lasting power that no one can take from you. In the end, pain becomes a silent mentor, offering wisdom, clarity, and strength. You're not just surviving. You're learning to live with purpose, guided by the strength that was born in your darkest moments. Detachment is not about becoming cold. It's not shutting yourself off from love, emotion, or meaning. True detachment is the art of letting go of what you cannot control. It's understanding the boundary between yourself and everything else. Your thoughts, actions, and emotions are yours to manage. But others' opinions, choices, and reactions? Those are not your burden. Think about someone who dislikes you, despite your efforts. That hurts. But their dislike is about them, not you. Detachment teaches you not to take it personally. Not everyone will understand you, and that's okay. It's the same with the past. Mistakes, regrets, losses, they linger. But no amount of replaying them changes anything. Detachment helps you stop carrying what no longer serves you. Start each day with a simple truth. What I feel is mine. What others think is theirs. This daily reminder builds a gentle wall between your inner world and outside noise. It keeps your spirit centered when the world tries to shake it. Detachment also teaches you not to hand your pain to those who won't honor it. You learn to share your story with care, to protect your peace, and to let go of needing everyone to understand. In time, pain becomes something you carry gently, no longer controlling you, no longer clouding every thought. You walk forward lighter, calmer, free. And with that freedom, you focus your energy where it matters, your healing, your choices, your journey. Chapter 8. Build a new identity. Sometimes, the most powerful way to heal isn't by hiding your pain, it's by becoming someone new. When pain feels constant, it can begin to shape your identity. You may start to believe that you are your sadness, your failure, or your past. But here's the truth, you can rebuild yourself. Ask, who do I want to become? Not a false mask, not a fake smile, but a new version of you, one who is calm, strong, focused, and resilient. See yourself not as someone stuck in pain, but as someone becoming wiser because of it. Once you've imagined this new identity, begin to live like that person today. Walk taller. Speak more slowly, more confidently. Dress in a way that helps you feel strong and grounded. Speak with clarity and calm. These small actions, repeated daily, shape how you feel and how others see you. They plant seeds of change in your body and your mind. The most powerful transformation happens in your thoughts. Stop telling yourself you're broken. Start telling yourself you're growing. You're learning. You're becoming. This mindset shift won't erase the pain, but it will stop it from defining you. Building a new identity is not denial, it's healing. You're not forgetting your past. You're simply choosing that it's no longer the full story. You are the author of what comes next. Chapter 9. Don't fake happiness. Find small joys. Hiding your pain doesn't mean faking a smile. You don't have to pretend everything is perfect when it's not. Pretending to be happy can drain you, make you feel even more isolated. Instead, choose something different, real, small joys. Not grand celebrations, just little flickers of warmth. A hot cup of tea. A quiet walk under the morning sun. A song that speaks to your soul. A kind word given, or received. These small joys won't erase your pain, but they will remind you. Life still holds beauty, even when you're hurting. Joy and pain can live in the same heart. You don't have to wait for all the pain to vanish before letting yourself smile. This is how healing happens. Not all at once, but one quiet, honest joy at a time. Stop forcing fake happiness. Instead, notice real light when it appears. That's how your smile becomes real again, not big or bold, but soft and true. Each moment of joy is a drop of water on a dry soul. Slowly, things begin to bloom again. Chapter 10. Accept the unseen battle. Perhaps the most important truth of all. You are not alone. Everyone you meet carries hidden pain. A quiet battle, unseen by the world. Strangers, co-workers, even those closest to you, all wearing masks to protect their hearts. This is not weakness. It's humanity. You are not the only one who hides pain behind a smile. Knowing this frees you from the pressure to appear perfect. We all struggle. We all fall. And behind the strongest faces are stories of heartbreak, loss, and fear. When you understand this, you stop judging others. You begin to offer kindness more freely, to others, and to yourself. Even a small act, a smile, a soft word, a gentle gesture, can be a light in someone else's darkness. Kindness is a secret language for those who are hurting. When you offer it, you help others, and you heal a part of yourself, too. Accepting the unseen battle makes space for connection, for empathy, for patience. It teaches you that hiding your pain isn't shameful, it's wise. It allows you to protect your heart while you heal, knowing that behind every mask is a story just like yours. Final thoughts. The art of silent strength. Hiding your pain is not about pretending you're okay when you're not. It's about choosing to carry your pain with dignity. Life is hard. Hearts break. But how you hold your pain matters more than the pain itself. You don't owe the world your scars. You owe yourself time, love, and patience. Healing is not a straight line. It's not fast or flashy. It's quiet, gentle, daily. Some days you'll stumble. Other days, you'll rise. But every step you take with quiet strength adds to a power that lives deep inside you. This strength is not loud. It's not boastful. It's in the way you keep going. The way you smile when you could cry. The way you protect your heart while still offering kindness. Remember, you don't have to carry your pain alone. Share it with those who earn your trust. Express it through safe outlets, writing, music, art. Transform it into fuel for growth. Build a new identity. Detach from what you can't control. And above all, look for real, small joys. This is the art of silent strength. A way of living with pain that does not crush your spirit. A strength no one may ever see, but one that will carry you through anything. And maybe one day, your quiet courage will light the way for someone else lost in the dark.